My name is Matt, and I'm from Ivy Bridge Group, and I am talking to Kevin. Uh, and today is April, oh my gosh, it's April 15th in the United States, but it's April 16th in China. So, Kevin, can you please tell me your first and last Chinese name?
My first Chinese name is Huang, and my last Chinese name is Yu.
Okay. And what is your English name? What do you like to use?
My English name is Kevin.
Kevin. Okay. And Kevin, what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 6.
Oh, you're in sixth grade. Wow. And what grade are you applying to? What grade will you go into?
I think I will go into grade 5 or 6.
Five or six? Okay. And how about your date of birth? When were you born?
I born in March the 14th.
Oh, March 14th of what year?
23. 20 and 3.
2003?
Yes.
So you just had a birthday like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, right?
Yes, yes,
Wow,
yes.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so Kevin, have you taken the TOEFL or TOEFL Junior test? Or maybe the SLEP test or that's okay. You're pretty young, so you might not have. That's totally fine. Do you happen to know, Kevin, what your grade point average is for school?
Grade um, is my score.
Yeah, so your grade point average in school, your average um, test score on your report card, do you happen to know?
No.
That's okay. Not important. Not important. I was just asking for the record. So, Kevin, I'm going to ask you some questions now, and we'll start with a fun one, okay?
Okay.
What is your favorite extracurricular activity at school? What do you like to
I
do?
think I I like playing basketball.
Basketball, and why do you like that?
I can't hear clearly
Oh, I'm sorry. Why do you like basketball?
because I think it can make me healthy.
Oh, okay. So is being healthy important to you?
Yes,
And how often do you play basketball?
I play the basketball once a week in my school
Once a week. And do you play with your schoolmates or do you play against other teams?
with schoolmates.
Oh, okay. How do you feel when you play basketball?
I feel it is very exciting.
Oh, exciting. Okay. So you like basketball. What is something else that you like, an extracurricular activity?
I like playing tennis too.
Oh, tennis. Also, how often do you play tennis?
Uh, Once a week.
Once a week. And where do you usually play? At school or at a park?
In a apartment building.
Oh, so they're at your home?
Um, there is a teacher in that apartment building, and I play tennis with him.
Oh, so he gives you lessons?
Yes.
How long have you been taking tennis lessons?
Uh, like one year.
Oh, okay. Do you think you're any good at tennis?
I think just so.
Oh, okay, just so. Are you better at basketball or tennis? Which is better for you?
Tennis.
Oh, tennis, okay. And Kevin, let's switch back to school now. What is your favorite subject at school?
Math and Chinese math and English.
Oh, math, Chinese math, and English. Why
Yes.
do you like math so much?
Because it's very interesting.
Are you are you a smart mathematician? Are you really good at your math?
I think I am just so.
Oh, like your tennis?
It's better than tennis.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. So your math is better than your tennis. How
Yes.
about how about English? So, of course you're really good with your English, but why do you like it so much?
Because I think it is another language and it is very fresh to me.
Oh, it's another language and it's very, did you say interesting?
And it's very fresh.
Oh, fresh. What do you mean by fresh?
I don't learn English before 6 years old, and now I learn English more and more. So I think it's very great.
Okay. I think you're right. I think it's great that you're learning English so young also. Well, how about this? What's your least favorite subject at school?
Um, I think my least subject
Hmm?
all the same. I think except Chinese, math, and English.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hold on for just a short moment? I'm so sorry. Just a moment.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm back. So now, so can you say that just one more time? I'm so sorry. I just had a little interruption here. What is your least favorite subject?
Except Chinese, English, and math. That's all my. Uh, that's all the same.
Oh, really? So you don't have a least favorite subject? You like them all?
Yes.
Oh, but now wait a minute. What one is the most what is the most fun for you? So you said that you like English and you like math, but which one is your favorite?
Math.
Oh, math. Okay. And then how about what is the one that you don't like the most? What is the one that you don't like the most?
I think I don't like.
So is there a
Um,
subject that's very difficult for you that maybe you have a tough
yes.
time with and you don't really like it?
Yes.
Which which one is that?
I think there's two mathematics class in one day. I think
Oh.
it is boring.
Oh, okay. Now I think I understand. So you do like math, but maybe not when there's too much math in the same day.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. Um, well, let me ask you another question. It's about school and about studying. Why do you want to come to the United States? Why would you like to study here? Why would you like to do a summer camp or school here?
Because I like English.
So you want to work on your English here?
Uh, not only work on my English,
Mm-hmm.
and I can study mathematics class and many other classes.
Oh, okay. So you hope to actually study not just English, but other subjects in English.
Yes.
Ah, okay, I see. Well, what do you think is so important about studying in English? Is it just for fun, or do you think there are other reasons for you to study in English?
Because I think many countries all can speak English,
Uh-huh.
and I can communicate with them with English.
All right. So, are you interested later in life in communicating with other people from around the world?
Yes.
Have you traveled so far in your life at all?
I have traveled to Europe and America and many other countries.
Oh my gosh, so you've been to Europe, America, and many other countries.
Yes.
And where in, or let me ask this, what was your favorite country that you went to?
Europe and America.
Ah, okay. Why why Europe and where in Europe did you go?
Um, Paris.
Oh my gosh.
France.
Wow. You went to Paris, France?
Yes.
How was Paris, France? Do you remember?
I think it's a beautiful place.
Oh. How old were you when you went to Paris?
Just last year.
Oh, just last year.
Yes.
Can you tell me about something great that you saw in Paris?
At the Eiffel Tower.
Mm-hmm. What was so
And
great? Oh, go ahead.
and in front of the Eiffel Tower there is a river.
Mm-hmm.
I I I take a boat on the river.
Oh, okay. You took a boat on the river. That was with your
Yes.
family, right?
Yes.
That's great. And so have you been to other countries in Europe or just France?
I have been to Italy.
Italy. Oh my gosh, you really are well traveled. What do you remember about Italy?
And I think Italy is very old.
Yeah, that's true. Italy has a very long history. That's
Yes.
right. Well, let me ask you. I know that you're very young, but do you have any ideas about what you want to do when you grow up? Is there a job that you're interested in, or a place you're interested in living?
I I want to be a designer.
Oh, a designer. What do you
I
want?
want to design buildings.
Oh, so do you mean like an architect?
Yes.
Okay. Do you do any designing now, like drawings or paintings or anything like that?
I I like painting very much.
Oh, and what kind of paintings do you do?
And Chinese painting.
Really? Do you happen to have a painting there? Is there a painting you can show me?
I have some paintings. Wait a minute.
Okay, I will wait for you. No problem. We'd love to see them. that looks very exciting. Oh my gosh.
This painting.
That's great. Can you tell me
Yes.
about is that your assistant or is that your father?
That's my father.
Oh, okay, just checking. Can you tell me about the painting?
I paint a bird and some rocks.
Oh, I love it. Where did you get the idea for that?
I have a painting class
Uh-huh.
outside, and there is a teacher
Uh-huh.
teach lessons for me.
Oh, okay. That's great. You can tell your dad that he can put the painting down. It's okay. That was very nice of him. Tell him thank you. So your mom and dad are very nice to help you out like that. So that was a painting of, it looked like a tree with some rocks and a bird on the tree. Is that right?
Yes.
So did they ask you to paint that, or was that your own idea?
Just own idea.
Oh, that's great. Do you usually paint trees and birds and rocks, or are there other things?
I paint other things like tiger and some.
Oh, so you like to paint things from nature.
Yes.
Oh, it's interesting because you say that you want to design buildings, but you paint very natural things. Is there a reason for that?
Um, I think buildings can make cities more beautiful.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, is that what you hope to study in college, is building design?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you want to also go to school or I should say college or university in the United States?
I don't know.
You're not sure. So,
Yes.
how long do you want to stay here in the U.S.? Just for a short time, or?
In this summer vacation, I will go to United States and study with American children.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to get a taste of what it's like to study in America.
Yes.
Well, how about, let me ask you a question about yourself as a person. What do you think is your greatest strength?
What does it mean?
Well, what is it about you that is strong? Are you a fast learner, or are you really smart, or are you really polite, or do you try hard? What is it about you?
I think I'm a fast learner.
Oh, okay. Can you give me an example?
When teacher teach me something, I can learn it quickly.
Okay. Now let me ask you the opposite question. What is your weakness?
I think my weak place is. I think it is memory.
Oh, your memory? Do you have memory problems?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. So don't worry about it. I have trouble with my memory too. Are you trying to fix your memory problems?
Just memory something more and more, and I think it will be better.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Well, let me ask you a question about your home life or your personal life. Who is a person that has influenced you in your life? Is there someone?
I think all the people are fluent.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So why do you think usually people will pick someone like their mom or their dad, but you chose everyone? Can you give me some examples of how other people have influenced you?
Just like teachers teach me carefully, and the students all all just play with other other children,
Hmm. So from
and they take care to each other.
oh, okay. So you've learned from fellow students and from your teachers and just about everybody.
Yes.
Okay. How is school, by the way? So you mentioned that when you take two math classes, it's kind of boring. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that? So even if it's boring, what do you do to help yourself concentrate or focus? What do you do?
Um. Sometimes when there are two math classes in the same day, that will be the examination,
Mm-hmm.
and I just do the examination, and two classes will pass quickly.
Oh, okay. So you focus. You focus on what you're doing and you work hard at it and then it passes quickly.
Yes.
I think that's good advice. That's very good advice. Is there anything at school that feels like it is challenging to you?
I think I think studying Chinese well is a challenge.
Oh, so Chinese language is difficult?
Yes,
Why so difficult? Why a challenge?
because you will write a wrong word easily.
Oh, okay. But how is English? Is English less of a challenge? Is English easier?
Because I study English just lower than Chinese, so I think today's English is more easier than Chinese.
Oh, I see. So the Chinese that you were studying is very advanced.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Well, um, let me ask you one last question, and this is might be a difficult question. Have you read any books recently?
I read the Magic Tree House
The Magic Tree House?
and Charlotte's Web.
Oh, and Charlotte's Web. Is Magic Tree House, is that a Chinese story or an English story?
An English story,
Oh,
and it is a it is a whole thing, and there are many books in the Magic Tree House that is like Magic Tree House 1, Magic Tree House 2, and so on.
oh, so it's a series of books.
Yes,
Ah, but you also read Charlotte's Web?
yes.
Do you remember the story of Charlotte's Web?
And I think there is a pig that don't very strong, and I don't remember what's her name, and her father wants to kill the pig,
Mm-hmm.
and that little girl saved the pig and send the pig to the farm, and all the animals in the farm help the pig.
Yeah, that's right. And who is Charlotte? Do you remember Charlotte?
Charlotte is a spider.
Yeah, so she's kind of like the boss or the leader
Yes,
of all the farm animals. Did you like
Yes.
Charlotte's Web?
I think it's interesting.
Yeah, I liked it too. I liked it too. Okay, well, Kevin, thank you for answering my questions, and now we're going to start part 2, which is the reading part. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to send you a short passage to read. All right? So I'd like you to read this out loud in your best English voice, and then I'll ask you some questions about it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so it starts Jack London's story. Do you see that part?
Wait a minute.
Sure. I think he's going to get some assistance. Oh, Dad's going to help. Thank you, Dad.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can see.
You can see it now?
Yes.
Okay, great. So could you please read that out loud? And please start from Jack London's story.
Okay. Jack London's story, Call of the Wild, Tales of Bug, a dog stolen from California who is taken to Alaska during the Klondike Gold Rush in the late 1890s. Buck becomes a sled dog, part of a team that transports supplies and people through the harsh winters. It was inevitable that the clash for leadership should come. Buck wanted it. He wanted it because it was his nature, because he had been gripped tight by that nameless, incomprehensible pride of the trail and the trace, that pride which holds dogs in the toil to the last gasp, which lures them to die joyfully in the harness, and breaks their hearts if they are cut out of the harness. This was the pride of Dave. As weird dog of soul leaps as he pulled with all his strength, the pride that laid hold of them at break of camp, transforming them from soil and sullen brutes into straining, eager, ambitious creatures, the pride that spurred them on all day and dropped them at pitch of camp at night, letting them fall back into gloomy, unrest and discontent. This was the pride that bore up beasts and made them trash the cell dogs who blundered and shirked in the traces of headway at harness up time in the morning. Likewise, it was this pride that made him feel Buck as a possible lead dog. And this was Buck's pride too.
Oh, Kevin, that was excellent.
Oh, thank you.
You read very well, and you seemed very confident with what you were reading. I was very impressed. I do interviews with students who are 2, 3, 4 years older than you, and that was probably one of the best readings that I've heard. I think you should be really happy with your English.
Oh, thank you.
But I now have some questions, so let's see if your comprehension, if your understanding, is as good as your reading. So my first question is very simple. Who is the main character of this story?
The dog.
Yeah, what's the dog's name?
And the dog's name is Buck.
Yep, that's right. And what is Buck's job? Did you read that in there? What does he do?
I think he's a I think Buck can steal things.
Well, not steal things, but he works as part of a team. He works as part of a team. Do you know what kind of team?
Yes. He works part of a team that transports supplies and people through the harsh winters.
Yeah, that's what he does, but what's the name of that? Do you see that in there? What's the name of that job? Take a careful look.
A sled dog.
Yeah, do you know what a sled dog is?
I think it's a dog that can help some people.
Yeah, it's true. The dog helps people, but do you know what a sled is? A sled is kind of like it's kind of it's a vehicle for moving people and supplies. And Buck is part of a team of dogs. They tie the dogs together at the front of the sled, and the dogs pull the sled through the snow.
Oh, I know.
You've seen that?
I think Santa Claus have a sled.
Yeah, that's right. Except those aren't dogs, right? Do you know what those are?
Yes.
Who pulls Santa's sled? Do you know?
Yes.
What are they called? What are those animals?
They are deers.
Yeah, they're called reindeer. That's right. So Buck has a little bit of trouble with some of the other dogs. Do you know what the trouble is about? So he's part of a team and he has a little bit of trouble. Do you know what that is? Why?
Because the catch for leadership should come.
Yeah, what's leadership?
Someone leads someone.
Yeah. So what do you think Buck's problem is? What is the clash for leadership about? What does that mean?
That the leader will come.
Yeah, so he's fighting with some of the other dogs to be the leader. Do you know what dog he's fighting with?
Dave.
Yeah, Dave. That's right. And there's one other dog. Do you see that name?
No.
If you take a look at the bottom, of the story, you'll see there's another dog that he has trouble with, and he's got kind of a strange name. Can you find that name?
Spitz.
Yeah, that's right. So the story is about a dog, or this part of the story is about a dog named Buck, who is a sled dog, and he has some trouble with the other two dogs, Dave and Spitz.
Yes.
Yeah, so why do you think that leaders would have trouble like that? Why would there be trouble like that? What do you think?
They want to fight with the place that they need.
Yeah, right? They each one, so maybe if there are 2 or 3 people or dogs that want to be the leader, they might fight with each other.
Yes.
Have you ever wanted to be the leader in any, like maybe when you're playing basketball or tennis? Well, I guess with tennis you wouldn't be.
Play basket.
Yeah. Have you ever had a little bit of trouble with another student, like trying to be leader, or?
Some students don't want to. That the place we play basketball is there are 7 places that can play basketball, and if you late, you won't got that places.
Oh, okay. So if you're late to show up for the game, you might not get to go play basketball. Is that right?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Well, Kevin, thank you very much. I think we have a very good sample of your English ability and your talents and your interests. I think we're pretty much done. So I'm going to stop the recording now.